been brought to tears over and over hearing him speak in interviews and podcasts and videos, because when you're so starved of hearing someone tell the truth and speak the truth, it's like there's a rush of oxygen that enters into this like dead, sealed up room, you know? And it was, and like he explained, it's, it's much harder to censor him now that he's running for president because there's actual legal, there are laws that protects that say you cannot censor someone who's running for president, although they still try. For example, his interview with Jordan Peterson was taken down and things like that. It's really awful. But what I personally felt seeing him speak is that he's just such a normal human being. He's a normal person like you and me. And we all have the same potentials, and we all share, and he just set such a beautiful example, I feel, for me, my children, of what the potentials of integrity and honesty and compassion and virtue and love of truth, um, that he sets, the example that he sets. And he's really funny, but you know, I already knew that from watching him in videos and things, but I'm just so thankful that, and I wanted to see him in person because I felt like I could get a better sense of, I don't know, just because I'm basically an apolitical person, I was completely convinced that for me, what I wanted to do was to not be involved in politics ever again at all, in the slightest, for the rest of my life. I truly believed that it is broken and completely rigged, etc. But you know, I had heard from, and this is information that I trust, that Trump winning was actually not planned. It was not expected, and it was an upset to the elites who control these things. And so, and I learned that after I started learning that he's not the evil orange demon that people made him out to be, and that I had assumed he was. And so, you know, anything is possible. And especially the biggest thing for me, that because I just thought for sure there was nothing on this planet Earth that could ever get me interested in politics ever again. But then RFK Jr. announced he was running, and I was genuinely, I was really shocked, and I faced a dilemma because I was so certain that there's no point in voting and no point in getting involved and no point in participating in something that is rigged. And there is no right or left, Democrat, Republicans. There's only up and down. But you know, Matthias DeStefano said that when a body is sick, you don't attack the body and go to war with the body. You heal the body. And he explained that these systems that we have, and so you could, you know, include healthcare system, government system, what have you, they're sick. And the thing to do is to heal them. And if ever there was a person, I was trying to articulate this to my husband, and I said, if Jesus himself wanted to come back and try to make the biggest difference he possibly could, he would come back as RFK Jr. because he's in this incredibly unique position that no one else is in. And just because of his life experiences and the experiences, um, the attacks that his family endured, his father and his uncle, and it just seems that in his life he has shown so much. It seems evident that he has so much faith and integrity, and you just couldn't design. If you were in heaven and you were designing people, you couldn't design a person more empowered to create the changes that we're all yearning for, to help manifest those things that we are all envisioning, the healing that we are all yearning for and envisioning. And I feel, if I were, I feel that whether or not, however things pan out, and whether or not he wins or doesn't win or what have you, he has already won. And those of us who share that vision that he has of giving our children a chance at a healthy life, like he said, if you are struggling with a health problem your entire life, then you don't even have the you don't even have a jumping off point to try to create the life that you want. And if the children are healthy, then even if he was saying, even if the economy crashes and even if there are these tragedies, the children have a shot. Shots. Anyway, and so I have never seen a leader like him in my life, where it's not about pushing our responsibility to him and saying, like, you go over there and save the world for us. It's not like that. He is mirroring to us and being a voice for what we are yearning for as a people. Not even just Americans, but humanity. And it's so touching to me how, when I look at comments written by viewers of his interviews, so many of them are from people from other countries, and they just are able to resonate with what he's saying, and they recognize the honesty and beauty and integrity of this person, and they just love him. And totally don't, where was I going with that? Anyway, I think I was just saying that I've never seen a leader like him, and it's not about some kind of savior thing, or he can go as far as we support him and lend him our support and energy. And just in our own lives, I feel like for me personally, just by emulating him and his character and his courage and his persistence and dedication to what he knows is right and to that voice that he follows, um, um, his sense of right and wrong and his guidance, um, if I could emulate that, then then I would be doing what I could in my small way to help um, to help support him and and have him be successful, um, at doing what he wants to accomplish, which is to radically reduce chronic diseases and health among all people, but also health epidemics among children, and to dismantle the kind of secretive, corruption at the top of these institutions that are so separate from us. I believe they don't even see the common person, someone like me, as even really human, because those at the tippy top have they're so advanced technologically that really they see us as kind of like cattle.